Before we come to any hard and fast conclusions, you should know there's more, much more to the Bermuda Triangle than has yet to be explained. It isn't just beams of light or beams of energy that punctuate this enigmatic puzzle. There's also some sort of fog or mist that seems to have a variety of peculiar effects on ships and planes. And no less an authority than Albert Einstein said the Bermuda Triangle could be a cosmic doorway leading to a different time and space continuum. The question is, who has the key to that door? Are we looking perhaps at a Bermuda Triangle stargate, a sort of interdimensional transit point? Is there a U.S. naval base in the Bahamas currently functioning as an underwater Area 51? Does this base employ top security measures that have nearly landed unsuspecting tourists in prison? Dr. Michael Preisinger, a German historian with a doctorate in history and sociology, never imagined or expected to have anything to contribute to the controversy of the Bermuda Triangle, a subject he once dismissed. But his own personal encounter with this unexplained phenomenon changed all of that.
I'm also trained as a scuba diving instructor, and in 1995 my company sent me to the Bahamas to develop tourist programs for scuba divers. In the course of my work, I heard persistent reports of persons on boats who had experienced sudden deviations in their compass readings, which had put them off course. My curiosity as a historian got the better of me, and I decided to look for magnetic field anomalies in the places people had reported and bring back exact figures for those deviations. We found clear evidence of magnetic deviations at a majority of the half-dozen locations that I investigated. When I communicated these figures to a number of physicists around the world, every one of them said that such magnetic field anomalies could only be caused by briefly appearing micro-wormholes.
Professor John Wheeler of Princeton University first gave the name wormholes to what he believes are transit tunnels between different dimensions of reality. According to Professor Wheeler, these wormholes may be only a gigafraction of a square inch in size, the number 1 preceded by 33 zeros, preceded by a decimal point. And he thinks these mini black holes are bits of virtual matter, that they only exist for a very limited time.
In a joint radio interview with me in 1997, Dr. Grażyna Fazar, a highly respected physicist in Berlin, commented on my magnetic findings in the Bermuda Triangle. She said, "From a physicist's point of view, gates to hyperspace can be the only reasonable explanation for these mysterious deviation fields." These startling results led me to investigate, first with skepticism, but then with growing interest, some of the other mysterious Bermuda Triangle phenomena. Researchers have linked both compass deviations and the high incidence of UFO sightings in the area with stargates, or interdimensional transit points.
But Dr. Preisinger's research got even more interesting when researchers told him that many of the anomalous sightings took place near the Atlantic Undersea Test and Evaluation Center, or AUTEC, an American naval base on the Bahamas island of Andros. Although the facility only covers 1 square mile on land, it actually comprises 1,670 square miles of the surrounding ocean. Could Dr. Preisinger have stumbled across AUTEC's secrets hidden deep in these waters?
I was surprised that AUTEC offered its research facilities to non-military organizations and even supplied special top security areas to all its customers. The same ultra-top security as for its own projects. In 1997, a group of duck hunters planned to hunt on a creek about a mile from the AUTEC base. They walked right by prohibited area signs, thinking the signs were old and outdated. Suddenly, they were surrounded by camouflaged personnel and the colonel questioned them for hours, threatening to turn them over to the Bahamian police and certain imprisonment. The colonel seemed especially interested in what the hunters had to say about the powerboats, but eventually he told them he would believe their duck hunting story if they would swear to keep quiet about the powerboats on the creek. And then the colonel released the hunters.
Why was Autek conducting tests on torpedo boats on a creek when they had 1,600